Welcome back everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode Season 5. We're heading on into the second Grand Prix, which I was correct on the previous episode to assume that it's the Chinese Grand Prix. We are heading to China for today's episode. So if you guys haven't caught up with the series yet, make sure you check out the link in the description. There's also a pop-up popping up right now that'll take you to the playlist of all the F1 2021 My Team videos we've done so far. We are going to pump straight through a lot of these races. We are doing a 22 race season in season 5, so please be sure to catch up because this is going to be a stunner. Anyway, if you guys have been caught up, welcome to the next episode, and let's head on to China, to Shanghai, to see how we move on with the season. Before we continue, I just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that red button down below is pressed and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified when I upload next. The support on this series has been insane, and I want you guys to keep pushing on. Let's see if we can get 200 subs by the end of the year. I would really appreciate it. You guys have been smashing the support out of the park, but let's keep going. So yeah, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video, and let's move on with Shanghai, the Chinese Grand Prix. We got sponsorship renewals, which doesn't matter because they're not going to be on the car, but I think we can really let me go for weekly income. I just want something that pays a lot because we do need the money. I'm going to take a risk here and sign with a Volvo. It says beat your rival during a race. I think we can do that. Let's sign with them. Of course, last video we did achieve a podium starting from P22 on the grid. What a race. We got 18 points in the bag. Verstappen ahead of us after getting a P1 finish by like 16, 17, maybe 20 seconds. So quite an impressive run from him. We sit as a team in P3 in the constructors, 22 points to our name. It's still very tight, so let's see how this progresses in today's episode. I'm also going to show you guys real quick the R&D progress. Seems like no one has really made any progress right now. Seems like everyone is quite static. I think everyone's running a fully maxed out car minus Haas and Aston Martin. I think they still need some, push up the field, but we'll see what happens. Our Spec 3 elements, or some of the stuff for our facilities, have come through successfully. Personnel, we're fully maxed out, so I hope Ayrton Senna is going to be quite strong for the next couple races, at least for the season. He's done well getting us P8 last time out, but let's see if he can get us more points as we head to Shanghai for the Chinese Grand Prix round 2 of 22. Let's hope we have a good race weekend. Back in Shanghai for another round of Formula 1. Last season was the first time we returned to Shanghai, and then we had an engine failure. Hopefully, knock on wood, that does not happen with us with a Mercedes power unit in our car. Practice was kind of difficult. I don't know what's going on. I kind of lacked in the turning department. I also had problems braking, but that's no surprise considering the brake upgrades are a problem. It's going to cause headaches. So yeah, that was expected, but I just can't get the pace here. I've finished P19 in FP1 and FP2. FP3 was the one where I did the quick practice session because it was going to rain and I just couldn't be bothered to drive in the rain. So I decided to switch those around. But yeah, I missed out on the qualifying pace. I was about a second slower than usual. Also had some struggles here and there with pace. Everything's about pace here, and I just don't have it, especially in the middle sector. Also had an interesting encounter in FP1 where Schwartzman got knocked out as well as Perez. Both drivers DNF'd from the session. Should have been red flagged, I think, but red flag doesn't exist in the game. Bottas and Gasly have a 5-position grid penalty due to that. They were exiting the pits, and then Schwartzman and Perez both slam into them, and yet it is Bottas and Gasly's fault. Why? I don't know. It seemed like they were doing their regular exit, and then the AI just happened to collide because they wanted to stay on the racing line. But it is what it is. It helps us out, to be honest. 5 grid penalties for those 2 drivers will really help us out. Hopefully we have a good qualifying session to really make up or make good use of that penalty. But anyway, we are heading into qualifying. Hopefully we can get some pace. Ayrton Senna seems to have some pace, so we'll see if we can catch up to him. We will see what kind of qualifying session we'll have. Qualifying has always been difficult, so we'll see if we can really make up for last race. Not the greatest of laps to start off Q1. We'll see if we can make up for it in another lap. Oh, P21, not looking good. Eee. It all comes down to the final hairpin turn here. I don't think we're going to improve. Plus my tires are overheating, so it's going to be a little difficult to get some pace. Yep, we're not going to improve. Oh my god. I just suck at qualifying, mate. Well, back with the grid start again. Gotta scratch my head here. Don't know what's going on. Well, that's heartbreak. We're out in Q1 once again. Second time this season. We do have the second best car, but we just can't find the pace. Hamilton is in P8. Senna is in P7, so he's going to make it through. Eilert, Latifi, Aiken, Schwartzman, myself, and Mazepin get knocked out. Of course, Gasly and Bottas will be taking 5 grid penalties, but that is none of my business right now because we're back at the grid. So let's see what happens from there on race day.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of this thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. And of course played host to Formula One's 1000th World Championship event in 2019. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3 mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap, so always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Ayrton Senna and Norris, Gasly, Tsunoda, Hamilton and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Stroll, Valtteri Bottas and Ocon, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher, Callum Eilert and Nicholas Latifi, Aitken, Schwartzman, the Golden Boy and Nikita Mazepin. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Opted not to take any grid penalties today, so let's take a look at our race strategy. Of course, we do have fresh engine components, so I'm not too worried right now. Medium to soft is the strategy to go for. 900 slower if we do that, but we can always make up time with the fast pace towards the end. Drop our fuel load a tad bit, not too much, because we did struggle last time out. Let's go exactly on target. Let's go 0.1 lap in the deficit. I think we should be fine. Let's start the race. P21 isn't where we want to start. Bit of a shame we had a poor quali, but let's get going in China for race day. A little delayed start. My fault, but let's see if we can make up for that quickly. Oh my god. Let's follow Kimi. Decent. Alright, another dive bomb. What in the world is happening there? VSC. Bottas.
Okay, you need to get
Oh,
that
two over.
back.
Really?
That's an illegal overtake.
VSC's out. Did you guys just see that dive bomb from Kimi Räikkönen? Not sure what happened. Oh god, losing the rear end. But yeah, what happened there? Early door safety car, or a virtual safety car. Let me just lower it to lean to make up some fuel. Not quite sure what happened there. We're up to P13 now. Kimi Räikkönen's out, I believe. Only one car. I thought more would be out. Bottas on another 5-second penalty. He already had that 5 grid place penalty.
Safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC
Okay.
ending. Wait for green.
Let's overtake here. Thank you very much. We're up to P12.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
We just had a VSC, buddy. Lap 1 was chaotic. But here we go with lap 2. Oh, that was decent. Acceleration out of there wasn't so decent, but we are kind of staying competitive with Bottas. On the mediums, by the way. Oh, decent run out of there. We are not going to stay competitive against Bottas for long, considering he's on softs and I'm on mediums. P12 is a decent position to be in, though. Ah, exceeding track limits. I gotta watch out for that one.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1
Alright.
second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Let's see if we can encroach closer to Bottas's DRS range. I'm losing grip to Bottas. It's not good. Giovinazzi as well. He's now 2.2 ahead of me, 1.9 ahead of me. It is not good. Come on. Oh boy. The hard compound tire runners are just getting slower. I am slowly losing grip to Bottas and Giovinazzi, who are both having a decent stint right now on the soft and the medium. The fact that Bottas is on softs isn't helping me either. I could use the DRS to get closer to Giovinazzi. The fact that Bottas can't even get past Giovinazzi is troubling too. He is literally 5/10ths behind him. Soft compound tire runners are already pitting. Bottas is in. So is our teammate, I believe. Yes, Senna is in too. Degradation must be bad. Nothing much to report on right now. We're just very slow compared to Giovinazzi. But we are quite stable against Stroll, maintaining that 3-second gap. Driver in front.
Giovinazzi ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 6.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 31.3. We're dropping back by around 4/10ths a lap. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Okay, what's the new strategy? Okay, we are gonna pit 1 lap later, so target +1. Driver behind.
Stroll is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.9 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:32.0.
Okay. We are a bit faster than Stroll, I think. But we are slower than Giovinazzi. We're dropping by 4/10 a lap, which is quite bad. He's getting away with it. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Mazepin's out. Yikes. No VSC, no safety car. Nope. Not by the looks of it. We continue. Must be a engine issue or something. Unless he did spin and crash out, who knows. Oh, exceeding track limits. Second warning. We should be clinical for the rest of the race now. We have to be clinical. Oh, Giovinazzi pits. That gives us some free space and the lead of the Grand Prix for a moment. There we go. My pit stop should be coming soon. Question is Giovinazzi going on the hard? I think he is. We are aiming for the soft tires in about 5 laps time, I think. Maybe even more. Pit stop information.
Only one stop.
We got 2 Red Bulls caught up with us now. My tires have gone their best, to be honest. They are reaching the end of their lifetime. Oh dear, Perez is gonna get DRS. He's gonna try and attack us. He's gonna try to get our slipstream, but that won't be enough for now. Possibly next lap he'll get us. Verstappen is with him as well, so it looks like Red Bull 1-2 is on the line here.
Ayrton is in the pits.
Oh dear, why is Ayrton Senna in the pits? His race is done. We need a safety car to help us if Ayrton Senna wants to win some points. Must be some kind of collision happening between the AI. Ayrton must have some damage from somewhere. Here comes Perez. Gonna strategically place the car right here. Try to delay him a bit. There he goes on the hards. Slip into a slipstream a bit. And a deep dive with the braking. A little lockup. Oh, good defense. I need Verstappen to get involved here too. Let the Red Bulls have a battle of their own like Nico Rosberg and Hamilton. Okay, Perez is gonna go. Can I get Perez here, please? Yes. Oh, Jesus. It's a chaotic... How does Perez have that much grip around there? I don't know. Oh my god, how does he have that much pace? Oh dear. DRS with Max Verstappen as well. Yeah, Perez has got it. We're going in. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I wanted to keep that lead until I pit, but had to give it up. Let's see where we end up. Hamilton gets ahead. Oh, it's not going to look good, is it? Ah, we have front wing damage. Damn you, Perez. Damn you. Come on, hurry up, boys. Come on, come on, come on! 9.4. Can we get ahead of Tsunoda?
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
We get ahead of Schumacher. Okay, okay. We're just outside the points. Okay, we gotta push now. Please be the fastest lap. Come on. Yes.
Just
Fastest
a
lap.
reminder, we are critical on fuel, probably a lap or so short. We don't need to risk a DNF chasing records, so think about starting to conserve fuel, maybe lifting earlier into the corners.
Shut it, Jeff. Got this. We're nearing the end of the Grand Prix. I'm 2.5 seconds behind points. This has turned out to be a shambolic performance from us ever since that wing change. Didn't work out for us today. Shame. Real shame, but let's see if we can get some points at least. Not sure if I can be close enough to anyone. Come on. Can I get Russell? AI's gonna dump ERS now.
This is your final lap.
Come
Final lap
on.
of the race.
I don't think I'll get him. They're gonna dump ERS with ultimate grip. Yep, Russell's already pulling away. It's a real shame getting P11. I wanted something more from today. Sergio Perez wins the Grand Prix after hitting our wing, I guess. Lucky him. Red Bulls did well today. We did absolutely shambolically. Coming away with no points in China. Bit of a shame. But finishing ahead of Bottas. I think Lewis Hamilton got some points today, but P11, it's a shame. Real mad.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
It's victory in Shanghai then, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Well, good for you, Perez, and good for you, Max Verstappen. 2 Red Bulls on the podium with, is that Carlos Sainz in P3? Oh well, the wing damage really cost us today that we got from fighting Perez, but it is what it is. We gotta move on to the next Grand Prix.
Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to the Golden Boy. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
Well, disappointment today. Red Bull getting the first 2 spots on the grid, as well as the podium. Carlos Sainz 3rd on the podium. Hamilton, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Stroll, Gasly, Norris, and Russell round out the points. The Williams doing quite well for themselves today. We get P11, Bottas, Schumacher, Ocon, Giovinazzi, Eilert, Senna, Latifi, Schwartzman, Aitken round out the finishers with Mazepin and Raikkonen not finishing the race today. Crazy dive bomb from Raikkonen that cost us a lot of time. Also giving position back to, who was it, Bottas and someone else really cost us during that VSC. Anyway, let's take a look at the standings. This is going to be painful. P6 for us. We dropped down the order a bit because we didn't score any points. Sergio Perez and Sainz go up as well because they got some good points today. Senna also falling back a bit. We're dropping down to P4 now. Mercedes are still behind us, but Ferrari have overtaken us, as well as AlphaTauri or Red Bull. Or was it only Ferrari? I think only Ferrari, because AlphaTauri and Red Bull are already up there. But anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a poor showing from us, and it doesn't look good. We gotta turn this around quick. Quite upset about this one. We did get the fastest lap today, which was a good sight to see, that we do have the pace on track, but we just couldn't get positions today. I tried to push in the later stages, in the final moments of our strategy, but I just didn't have the pace to beat everyone else. That dive bomb from Kimi Räikkönen really took me by surprise. That gave us a VSC, but it wasn't enough to save enough fuel and also make good use of the VSC. And it was early doors, so we couldn't even do a pit stop. But it is what it is. Shame that we couldn't get more from China, from Shanghai. So yeah, I really don't know what else to say. Looking forward to the next Grand Prix, which I believe is the Imola Grand Prix or Portimao, one of the two. Not quite sure what's next, but hope you guys enjoyed this Chinese Grand Prix. It's a new addition we've made that is not on the official calendar, but I just wanted to pay this place a visit just to see if I'm still good, but apparently I'm not good anymore. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when I upload next. F1 2021 My Team content will continue on the channel, so please be sure to stick around and subscribe to support the channel while you're here. It's free after all. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for watching this video today. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video of mine. Take care until then.
Yeah, I can even focus on sleeping. You're so pretty, every day I'm thinking, baby, could you help me, cause I'm freezing. If it wants to see me, it's cause you miss me. You say that you